Hello there everyone, Commonwealth from here, and welcome to our live analysis, and we are all gonna analyze this all together. So we're starting for the first frame. As you can see, a lot of stormy clouds here. I'm gonna be moving myself a little bit around to point to specific sections of the map and so on. So, yep, right there, you see it right there. It seems to be like the replacement of the Sheikah shrines, the one we saw from back in September. Yeah, especially when you upscaled it. So let's continue moving on and see. Go through frame to frame. Yeah, a lot of stormy. Yeah, we see a little bit more of contrasting here. That is, of course, Death Mountain. Lightning. The weather systems are back. It's actually interesting how they are highlighting the different features that are present in the game. We'll move on. These are brand new enemies. I'm not sure if they're cargo rocks, but they seem to be the same ones we saw in the September Direct. Yeah, it's the same ones. It's the same ones. I think these are the new cargo rocks of the franchise. Or Wyverns, actually. Stop the high memes with the first great correction there. That's good to see. And we also see the enemy camp. This is actually, I think, in northern Hyrule. Isn't this right next to the Great Hyrule Forest, where the Great Deku tree is? I think it might actually be. Yeah, because that is the castle town. That is the castle moat. There we go. Yeah, as you can see, we have another one of these small little shrines here, with all the Wyverns flying around. All right, let's move on to the next frame. And then we have some brand new towers, it seems. I'm not sure if these are the same Sheikah towers that we've had in the past, though it might be. I'm not 100% sure, though. What do you think? Farosh and Dinroll, you say? Yeah. If we can actually close up, because the benefit we have now is that we can enlarge it. Because there seems to be another pattern of sort here, which I'm not entirely sure what is, unless we are able to enlarge it even more. The elemental dragons. Oh yeah, you're right. It probably is. Okay, so this is obviously the Sky Islands with some particles. Might be spirit particles, actually. So let's see if there's anything else we see down here. Yeah, this is the boundary of Hyrule in Hebra, I think. But it's a much better... Yeah, interesting. Draw distance is much better. Let's see if it goes. So here's a new enemy camp, and it seems that we have some brand new enemies as well. I'm going to enlarge this. If only I could have upscaled it to 4K, but that would have taken hours with this length. Yeah, these seems to be some... Malice enemies! Those are Malice Lizalfos. Right there, that's a Malice Lizalfos. And what do we have here? That is Malice Bokoblins. And we have some crates like in Breath of the Wild, and another Lizalfos, yeah. And then we have some mushrooms. But what location is this? Is this a Great Hyrule Forest, or is this somewhere else? Seems like a new location. Because I can't remember trees like this from any other place. It could be on the ground. It seems to be very dark. You're right. It might be on the ground. After all, it is the source of Malice, so it could make sense that it is on the ground. All right, let's move on. Here we go. Let's just press play again. Moving. Seems... Yeah, we can see... Oh, they're mining, actually. Look at that. That bokoblin is actually mining. That's interesting. Huh. So maybe we can steal some resources that they collect. That's interesting. Yeah, oh yeah, you have rocks hanging from the ceiling. Okay, so underground is pretty much confirmed to be a major area in the game. Good to know. Right. Thank you, everyone. Right. Yeah, here we have the Great Hyrule Bridge. And is that corrupted Farosh? Yeah, we see Hyrule Castle over there, right here. Can't see the Great Plateau from this angle, but we see the malice of Death Mountain. Let me just see here. Let's move the footage a little bit. Still not underwater though.
It's my servant. Sweet.
Huh. That is Hateno, no doubt about that. So it's still standing. Interesting. Good to know. But this is probably before Ganondorf unleashes his thing. Yeah, we see it seems to be that new shrine location. That is the Hateno Ancient Tech Lab and the settlement. Link's house is down over here. Yeah, right there, in fact. And other than that, we have the same part of Necluda. All right, let's move on. Do you see anything else we should be seeing? Yeah, for now at least Pura seems to be okay, but I'm not sure if this is before Ganondorf unleashes his kill everyone move.
Keep over Hyrule.
Here we go.
Eliminate this.
The Blood Moon is back, as we can see. Confirmed. And this is obviously in, it seems at least to be in central Hyrule, though I'm not entirely sure about this location. It's the shield that we saw in the previous trailers, beginning from E3 2021. It's the blue tunic. And yeah, I don't think there's much else to see in this particular frame. Let's move on.
Kingdom and her ally.
Something here. Yeah, it seems like we have some Sky Islands here. I'm just going to move myself a little bit to highlight that. Here. Those are Sky Islands. No doubt, Sky Islands. That's the Blood Moon, the giant Super Blood Moon. That's, of course, Hyrule Castle over there, the spire of Hyrule Castle above the Sanctum. And I love the detail of the moon. Like, you can see the different craters and impacts of asteroids and so on. Just like in real life. All right, let's move on. The detail is amazing, though.
Oh, survivors!
Turning blood, well, blood red, of course. Is there any other details we need to look at? Yeah, Hyrule Castle is, of course, above, way above. Okay, so actually I'm going to trash this one because it's in the way and I want to move myself around a little bit, you know? Yeah. We know that Hyrule Castle is elevated, so Ganondorf wants to stay away from us for now. And then we have a new spawns of Malice, just like he sent them into the Blights he sent into... Oh my god, please don't tell me these are the new bosses of the game. Oh no. Oh, please tell me these are not the new bosses. Because if they are, oh, that would not be good. Let me see. How many are there? 1, 2, 3... 4, 5, 6. Is it 7, right? Let me see. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. No, wait. That's 8, isn't it? Yeah, it's 8. I think there could be more, though. Let me just see here. No, there's 8 we see here, at least, coming out. Right? There's 9. Okay, there's 9. Yeah, because they're targeting different... and then we see explosions. This is very similar to the power of Zelda after her awakening, you know, or when she sealed Calamity Ganon. It's the same type of nuke, pretty much, a Zelda nuke, if you want to know. 9 is the new number. Okay, good to know that. Thank you, chat, for that. One. Oh, look at that. Massive rocks collapsing. That is the same scene from the E3 2021 teaser, actually. Yeah, it's the same tower next to Zelda's chamber, which is right there. Her study is, if I move myself, we can see her study right over there. Okay, let's move in. Falling down. Great Plateau! Finally, we get to see the Great Plateaus for the first time since 2019. And we can see all the effects of the Blood Moon. It seems to be pretty much the same state, but this might be right before it changes. There's the Temple of Time. And other than that, it seems to be pretty much the same thing. Interesting. Malice in the walls, yeah. Yeah. Seems to be, yeah, there seems to be some malice here in front of the Temple of Time and the Temple of the Three Golden Goddesses. So let's move. We see that same pattern again. We can see the spawning of bokoblins, the long-haired ones. Now we can properly see their length as well. They're like more like spikes. They might actually try to attack us with these now. It wouldn't surprise me if they do. Yeah, they're summoned by the Blood Moon. And this is, I think, also on the Great Plateau. Yeah, they're powered by Malice. Powered by Malice. There we have the new, is that the new Hinox, I guess? See, there are just so many enemies to look at here. Because there's the Lizalfoss, that's... Is that a new, more powerful... Is that a Moblin, or is that a Bokoblin? Because it seems to have... You think it's a Redead? Well, it could be. Let me just see if we move a little bit further. Oh, you're right! This might be a Redead. And look at that Bokoblin's horns as well. I mean, look at this. Like, this is something we haven't seen yet. Yeah, like there's the Lizalfoss, but... Yeah, this might be a Redead, actually. You are right. Wow, they really went darker, that's for sure. Alright, let's move on. That's the Lizalfoss. We see they have more powerful armor as well. Over here. Yeah, that's a Redead. You're right, guys. This is the new Redeads. The mask and everything fits. Redead or Gib, though. It's one of those two. But I think it's more likely Redeads. You're right. Well, we have at least one enemy we wanted back, so that's great to know. It seems, because there's the Moblin with the helmet we saw back in E3 2021. So this is probably a new enemy then. Yeah. It's hard to tell what it really is, though. What do you think it is, chat? Yeah, that is definitely a Redead. Ooh, look at the creepy mouth here, though. And the eyes. Ooh. I'm already excited. It's funny analyzing. It's so much fun analyzing this. Okay, yeah, that's okay. Oh, look at the scream. Wow. Alright, here we have Link riding. That is Epona. Yeah, that's Epona, actually. Riding Epona in the ruins of Hyrule Field. There is the ruins of Castletown. The cloud we saw above, it's either Rito Village or Mount Hebra. And of course, elevated with Malice, Hyrule Castle. Yep. Yeah, as you can see, I'm using actually a Triforce pen to point to all of this. Had to keep it classy. But yeah, that's actually quite nice. So you're still in the blue tunic, though. Alright, so let's move on a little bit. So anything else we see here? I think I actually highlighted the best. This is the camp, isn't it? Yeah, there is something rumbling in here. Could this be a Molduga, actually? Have they moved out of Gerudo Desert? Like, there is something happening here. Borblins. Okay. So you mean more... Yeah, this one over here is a Borblin. Let me just see here. Yeah, this one. Sorry, wrong one. There. This is a Borblin, you say. Okay. I can get that. Alright, let's move back to where we were. Skip. Oh, yeah. Well, it's hard to tell what that is really, what this really is, though. Let's keep moving. Yeah, those are definitely Guardian legs. But the question is, where is this? Because this seems to be a Sheikah Tower, and Sheikah Tech still is working. So the question... And this is actually a friendly Guardian leg, because it seems to just work as an elevator. We can see the line up here. If we just move up here. You see this line here? Right up there? That is an elevator line. This is actually an elevator. But the question is, which... Is this Robbie's... I don't think that's Robbie's camp. It might actually be a new Sheikah headquarters, actually. That's interesting. Terraco. Yeah, Terraco wasn't that big, though. But yeah, this is an upside down Guardian that has just turned... That has been put to good use. Alright, we get in a different frame here. Oh, it's like the markings of... This is quite interesting. Huh. I'm not entirely sure about this one. What do you think? Yeah, I'm not entirely sure where this location is. It's interesting how the... Yeah, look at the expression of Link there. He is not very confident about this. Being grabbed by tentacles. Oh, look at them storming Frontier. Yeah, that was the Borblin we named, right? It's like a tribal ritual or something. Guess we have the same shields, it seems. We see the new horns of the blue bokoblins. Plenty of malice surrounding them. Yeah, there's the Borblin, I think, that we saw, but the blue version of them. Because we saw the red one before. Okay. Yeah, that's the Borblin we can see there. Blowing the horn. Calling them to battle. All of the bokoblins. And this scene reminds me so much of this one scene in Twilight Princess. You know, where Link was chased by this giant Skulltula? This is very similar to that. And this is obviously on the ground because you can see the ceiling here and the whole thing just surrounding them. And it seems that it's holding some new sort of artifacts as well. So we'll have these sort of linear sections. That's interesting to see. Oh, it seems to be like a crystal or something. Let me go back here. Yeah, you're right. That could actually be the new green shrine quest as well. Okay. Now that's nice. All right. Thank you for pointing that out. That was actually a really good observation. Let's move. Yeah, jumping with the new paraglider as well. The one we have seen since E3 2021. And what else do we see here from Great Plateau? There's another Sky Island right over here. There's plenty of them, actually. There's one here, 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 and a couple ones in the distance as well. Other than that, I don't think we see much else. Nope. I think we can move on. Let's move on. All right, here we see more of... Yeah, this is northwest of Hyrule Castle. And the reason we know that is that Death Mountain is over there. But what is this? Let me enlarge this. What is this over here? Yeah, that's Link on Epona, just like we saw before in those previous scenes. So it's our first confirmation of horse riding, of course. It goes without saying, obviously. Let's keep on moving. Alright, are those Wyverns? Yeah, that's the Wyverns. And they can actually hold the bokoblins now. That's interesting. So they'll probably be dropping them on us. Much like what was the case in... yeah, that was in the Wind Waker, actually, that they did that. Enemies could do that. Yeah, the Kargaroks with the bokoblins in the Wind Waker. You're right, guys. You're absolutely right. And that is actually nothing else than Typhloor Ruins. That is Typhloor Ruins without the fog. That is Typhloor Ruins without the fog. And there's another Wyvern over there with a bokoblin. And they also have new axes. Quite similar to the one we saw of Link in the September footage. Alright, let's move on. Could be the, yeah, it could be the passage on the ground actually. This over here. Alright, let's move. Alright, we finally have some combat, or just Link running around away from these moblins. We can see the new helmets. Different color variation. We have a purple one, a red one, with a shield. And this is actually, let me see the location. That is indeed an enemy camp. Okay, so it's our first taste of combat. And there we have a brand new enemy in the sky. And the Sky Island that we have seen a couple of times already, this one over here, which some have been pointing to, could be the starting area when we get to the sky. But this automaton right here looks like something straight out of Minecraft. I'm sorry, but it just looks like this blocky thing. It could be a trial though. It could be a sky trial to test Link's worthiness as a hero. We can see the green energy in the blocks, the mine blocks. Sorry, I just have to. So let's have a look at the shield so we can just see him. Oh yeah, it's the same shield. We can see it now. It is the same shield. And we also get a better perspective of the automaton he's fighting, or the trial that we were pointing to. We can see that's the same shield, but this is very, very interesting. Yeah, we're definitely in the crazy part of the trailer now. Let's move. There's Ganondorf. We can see that the hand is gone. Malice is steaming out. Gerudo symbols or jewelry on his head, on his shoulders, and on his going down almost to his chest. Alright, let's move on. This is obviously from the beginning of the game on the ground. Rising up. Yeah, we can see the green crystal here. Actually, it's green. That's interesting. He might have been actually using the power of the Zonaidan. Let's keep on moving. I'm gonna just frame it in so we have it 100% here. Yep, that is the main gate into Castle Town. Hyrule Castle, occupied by Ganondorf, of course. And now we see his true power unchained. He's taken out Link and Zelda, and now he's rising up. From the depths on the ground up to the sky. No, to the surface, I mean. And the same eyes we saw back in 2019. But in a far better resolution. Yep, that's the Eye of Malice, no doubt about that. And the demon. And we have Link in the sky, facing the spirit of Zelda.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, like this looks so much better. Just look at the airing, how much more glowing this thing is. The airing and the herring, both of them. So much more detail. And a much better perspective on the Sky Islands. From the sky. Yep. Like we can see a lot of different perspective here. He's looking from the east towards the west. So there is Hebra, Hyrule Castle, Gerudo Highlands, and the lower parts of Hebra. A number of Sky Islands, including what seems to be a giant puzzle going up high up into the sky right here, and another bunch over here. Yeah. And what seems like to be a giant puzzle box. Wouldn't be surprised if that is like the labyrinths, you know, the Lome labyrinths we had in Breath of the Wild. Yeah. I think this one, yeah, and there's Death Mountain, of course. Yeah, so this one is right south of Death Mountain. Okay. Yeah, the Great Deku tree seems to have... It's no longer here. Something happened over here to the Great Hyrule Forest. And Korok Forest was that. Let's see if there's anything else we see. Yeah, of course, the Malice from Death Mountain. Over there. And we keep on going. And we see Link skydiving, this time from a far better perspective, actually from below him. We can see the vials over there with the eye. 4 of them, to be precise, out of 8. More Sky Islands in the distance. The arm, as we've seen. Rito bow. And yeah, other than that, it seems to be the same tunic that we've seen since 2019. What do we have over here? That's another Sky Island. Yep, those are just connected. Let's see here. Those are things we have already seen. It's the same quiver that we have seen before. And the possible Sky Zonai symbol with the multiple Triforces. Alright. Skydiving down to the surface of Hyrule. And we see another Malice location right over here. And a tower over there. Okay, let's move on. Is there anything else we see here before it's... Oh, we can see the transition from the sky. It seems to be completely seamless. Unless this is actually a loading screen. But since there is sky gameplay, this could actually be completely seamless. Or like this perspective here looks more like a cutscene. But they could have also used the camera from a distance. Alright, here we have another example of those carved in patterns. We have another of those towers over here. Some more wildlife. We have the Gerudo Highlands over here. So Gerudo Desert is behind it there. That is the Great Plateau. I think this is actually not that far away from Kakariko Village, actually. We have another tower, it seems, over here. And that seems to be a major enemy camp. Let me just see if I can enlarge this a little bit. Yeah, we can see some of the silhouettes of Sky Islands up here. That could be actually one of the Lome Labyrinth replacements. Here we have a brand new arrow, though. We don't know its name and probably will not know for a little while yet. Firing it off like a regular arrow, but it seems to actually follow. Like, it doesn't seem to have been targeting the Wyvern. It seems like if you fire this one, you're going to hit the enemy no matter what. So this could actually be the new OP arrow, just like we had with the ancient arrows in Breath of the Wild. It wouldn't surprise me. Like, if you see the movement, you see it's going in the completely wrong direction, and then it makes a turn and hits the enemy straight up. Like, that was definitely not targeted by Link directly on it. Alright, let's keep on going. Wyvern falling down and dying. And this is one of my favorite. Jet Set Radio Rail shield surfing. But is this... I think this is actually up on Death Mountain and not a Sky Island, because we see the Sky Islands over here. And here we see the different hot springs below, up in Eldin. And a bokoblin with, it seems to be a claymore. Yeah, that's a claymore. And a little enemy camp here as well. Yeah, this was definitely not... Oh my god, we're going to have so much fun with minecarts here. Like, you can already see how fun the minecart gameplay is going to be in this game. Oh my god, just look at this. This is going to be the true roller coaster experience we have craved from this game. Yep, and there's, as you pointed out, there's a jump setup right there. Or more of a barrier, actually. And here we have a brand new tool, it seems. This is up in the Sky Islands. Because we can see it from the pillars over here and the surface as well. And that is the top of Death Mountain, actually. Yeah. Let's see if we can see it a little bit better. Oh, that's much better. It seems to be one of the... Could it be one of the hand powers, actually, solving a puzzle? It seems to be Link solving a puzzle, actually. We can see that oh yeah, this is just like you would work on a 3D model in Photoshop or any sort of modeling software. You can see this orb here. We're going to be manipulating this one to solve a puzzle. A sky puzzle. Yep, as you can see, he's manipulating the structure over here. And he's pulling up his arm. So he's using the power of his arm to manipulate it. Probably reverting it to the position it used to be. You see there? Yep, right there. Let's keep on moving. And yeah, we see Death Mountain a little bit better. Another rock above it. Sky Island. We're almost at the end. Still a little bit more to go. Underground Stone Talus. And a new Zonai hammer weapon, it seems to be. To crush this foe. Seems to be another spiritual crystal over there. Lumia stone on the talus. Definitely on the ground, as we can see from the rocks from above. Keep going. Yeah, it's actually firing a project. No, it's actually a projectile. And there we see again that symbol that was on the automaton in E3 2021. That bell thing. The possible symbol of the bell. Right there. Targeting the talus. Yeah, look at that explosion though. Wow. And that could be either Hylia or Princess, the spirit of Princess Zelda. But that tunic is definitely not what Hylia was wearing going into that cave. Or on the ground, the underground system. Keep on moving. There. Yeah, it might just be the spirit of Zelda in her afterlife form. And Link trying to touch her. Truly tragic. Yep. She's not there. I love how much mystery there is. Plenty of Sky Islands surrounding him. Determined to fight for the dead and more. Yeah, another power of the hands. Could also be another example of time reversal, though. If we look here, where he pulls it up. Oh, that's how he builds a vehicle. Yep. You can see the dragon heads over here. And we have a vehicle we can ride without, mechanical vehicle we can ride without having to pay for a expansion pass, which is great. And this is also, isn't this right? Actually, wait a minute, this is right next to the ruins of Lon Lon Ranch, you know? Yeah, what's supposed to be Lon Lon Ranch, because there is Death Mountain. Yeah, it is. Interesting. Closer look. Yeah, we can see the headlights over here. I love how mechanical and technology embracing the Zelda team has become, even in the main game at this point. Zelda Farming Simulator. Yeah. I get it. That's funny. That's cute. Yep, and we can see Link is pushing it forward on a stick here. Yeah, that's the farm. You can see it's back here. And what is this new ring over here? That was definitely not there before. That's new. That's definitely new. All right, let's keep on moving. Literally this time. A balloon. Oh, we missed out this one. There's going to be plenty of different vehicle moves, both horizontal, vertical, and perhaps both even. Because that thing we just saw didn't seem to be very vertical. Yeah, and that's the puzzle we talked about beforehand. Once again, Death Mountain. A lot of shots of Death Mountain in this trailer. Yeah, we can see Link on the balloon here. Right there. It's spiritual power. Yeah, we can see some slime here. It seems to be like spiritual Lumia Stone Zonai power. They were definitely advanced, that's for sure. And here we see the thumbnail from Nintendo's own trailer. Could be the same vehicle, could be another one specific for the sky though. Because it seems to have this... the drone-like feature. This just feels like a giant drone in Zelda. We already had drones, sort of, with the Guardians in the sky in Breath of the Wild. But yeah, this is another interesting structure. And once again, that puzzle. Interesting. Yeah, we can see this pattern underneath as well. The propellers. Allowing us to fly in the sky. Yep, giant orb. Potential dungeon or challenge or trial. Even more Sky Islands over here. This game is so vertical. There's just so much to it. Yep. Link riding in Hyrule Field again. Dueling peaks. Seems like some smaller towers over here and here. There's another tower there. Plenty of Sky Islands. The draw distance is amazing though. Yeah, we see the same birds that we had in Breath of the Wild. These have been visible since the title was revealed for the game in 2016. Horizon. Just seeing if there's any new weapons on him. Don't seem like it. It's the same shield. Once again, the horse that's supposed to be Epona, right? Epona. Oh yeah, these are flags. These are actually flags. Never mind. But these seems to be Malice influenced locations though. There's these two right here. Yeah. Last 30 seconds. Ooh, look at this. Just like we had the star fragments falling from the sky. Look at this right here. And some remains from the Great Calamity when people try to evacuate. They are still there. And even more of the Sky Islands. Like we can see, this is probably the best viewpoint we have of them all. Like here's one, here's one, here's one, here's this one. Very vertical collection of a bunch of another ones here. Another big one here. The other one seems to be very vertical as well. That could be the starting area. Another major island here. This one is also quite chunky. And a small one over there. And there's the title of the game again. With the rock falling down. Which probably will be time reversing. Just like we saw in the September trailer. Alright. And now we just go back to the Zelda. Here. The kingdom. That's Ganondorf attacking. Yeah, that's perfect. Yeah, we can see that the Master Sword has already been attacked by Malice here. This is how it gets damaged. And it will be broken by the Malice that is coming straight out of Ganondorf there. We just do it frame by frame. Yeah, look at the strength of this thing. Look at the strength of this thing. It's ridiculous. Alright, let's keep going. And Link. Damaged by Malice. Probably right after that attack. No, it's during that attack actually. Oof. Yeah. Still holding the Master Sword there. But look at he's been burnt to a crisp. No wonder why his hand is being replaced in this game. Yeah, that's some third degree burns, that's for sure. And that's when he notices Zelda is falling. And does what a hero does. He is her knight after all, needs to protect her.
Please, lend him your power.
Here. Boom. But he's also falling with her. This is actually quite interesting. So I guess yeah, this is the moment when the hand catches Link so he doesn't fall down with her into the abyss. Yay. You're right, he let go of the sword to save the love of his life. Short-haired Princess Zelda, right there. And the rocks falling down. We can see the torch that that Zelda was holding right there. Back to where it started in E3 2019, almost 4 years ago. And no delay. That's it, guys. I think we've gone through everything that is to see here. Not so much Zonai lore as it was in the previous trailer, but I think this one was very much gameplay focused. And on Ganondorf's revenge, most of all. So yeah, I'm glad we were able to do this together, but yeah, there's more videos coming. And I'm gonna try to upload as many as possible. See you guys, this was a big one.